Let's read The World's Longest Sock. This is kind of a tall tale, so let's see. You know how they make world records for lots of things. Well, this is about the world's longest sock. Ah, yes, the world's longest sock. This is quite the remarkable story about two people who simply would not give up. Here's the world's biggest cotton candy, the world's best judge, most people hula hooping at one time, world's smallest penguin found in Chile and New Zealand. Oh, penguins. World's tallest treehouse, world's biggest bubble, world's loudest band, world's smallest pizza, and the world's longest sock. All right, here we go. Let's do this page again. Ah, yes, the world's longest sock. This is quite the remarkable story about two people who simply would not give up. It all started with Nana Nina, who loved knitting. She made socks for her children and her children's children. She made so many socks, she opened up her own sock shop. To bring in more customers, she hung a sock outside her door. One long sock. She added a row after each sale. As the business grew, so did the sock. More and more people came by to see the sock grow, and more people meant more sales. Buy a pair, add a row. She knew that it would make her sock business boom. She invited me, the world records judge, to come see her sock and make it official. Nana Nina told people, "Come see the world's longest sock. I'm going to set a world record." But far away in a forested valley, a lonely lumberman named Chuck was working on another sock that was also super long. He'd learned to knit on cold, lonely nights while he watched TV. He started knitting his sock in episode 1 of Zombies from New Zealand and forgot to stop. By episode 10, his knee-high sock was neck-high. Then one night, tucked in and ready to snooze, Chuck sat up when he heard the news. Seven breaking news, new record, world's longest sock. Today in Chile, Nana Nina set a record for the world's longest sock. Crowds are cheering and everyone has come from miles around to see this incredible sock. World's longest sock. People are excited about that sock. Heck, mine is better, said Chuck. Mine could win the world record. Then I'll be famous. Then I'll have friends. He picked up his phone and called. Soon after, Nina was cheerfully chatting with all her new customers when her award was yanked off the wall by yours truly. No! On the other side of the world, the usually quiet valley erupted with noise and excitement. Chuck had won. Neighbors gathered to celebrate. Neighbors he had never even knew he had. World's longest sock. See? It felt good to have someone laugh at his jokes, someone to talk to about zombie movies, someone to share soup with. But Nina would not give up that easily. She pushed up her sleeves and got back to work. Shear, card, spin, dye. Sorry, folks, this award has been revoked. Until there is a clear winner, it will remain unclaimed. These two socks are too close in size. Oh, look, Chuck got married to that girl he was sharing soup with. Chuck's neighbors unraveled. From that point on, Nina and Chuck were locked in a fierce competition, fighting to make the world's longest sock. Nina kept knitting. Her family and customers rallied around her as the sock took over the town. Nina in the lead by a yard of yarn. Time kept ticking, and Chuck kept knitting. His neighbors came to help and cheer him on. Chuck ahead by a foot. This is a real nail-biter. Who will win the great sock race? A new leader. Chuck is in luck. Now hold on to your socks. Nina strides to the front. Chuck, Nina, Nina, Chuck. Chuck and Nina kept at it. This competition was out of control. The world was divided. People took sides. Look, now they've got a baby in a front pack. Nina knitted until her hands were blistered and sore. Aw, Chuck's fingers were numb and his eyes were blurry, and what was it all for? Nina's shop was a success and her family was proud, but how could she work in her store with her hands like this? Chuck had found friendship and love. Isn't that what he really wanted? He'd become a dad. Wasn't that the best reward? Just when he thought he should stop, a familiar face came on the news. Houston, we have a solution. Together, these woolen wonders make the world's longest pair of socks. And together, Chuck and Nina accepted their award. 2 socks, after all, are better than 1. And that was the story of the world's longest sock. Now I need to get back to knitting.